still our grace. These monsters wear a human face. No gavel, no badge, no throne, no crown can stop Lord Chippy from burning them down. Justice ain't fast, justice ain't clean. It's a long, sharp road through the in-between. So raise your fists and light your flames. Chippy's coming and he don't play games.
Well, this considerable creepy butthole, a longtime New York City principal, nicknamed Creepy Bill, groped a 17-year-old student and staff and allegedly turned the school into a sexual playground. Again, Lord Chippy might need a little bit of a clean out after this, because ugh. A longtime New York City principal recently arrested for allegedly groping two teachers is facing fresh claims that he turned his public school into a quote sexual playground end quote, groping a teen student and others, according to a new bombshell lawsuit. Now, William Bassel, 66, the principal of Academy of American Studies in Queens since 2011, is accused of harassment when the 17-year-old was a student, as well as three women that were working at the high school in their federal suit. While Bassel has been treating the New York City high school as his personal playground for fulfillment, he has enjoyed robust protections of the Department of Education, states the suit, referring to the city's Department of Education. With the benefits of the Department of Education's deliberate indifference, Bassel, widely known as Creepy Bill or Creepy Bassel, or simply Creep by students and faculty members at the Academy, has for more than a decade targeted female employees and at least one female student, singling them out for illegal touching, texting, and commentary. Now, he has been placed on leave from his longtime role at the Astoria School after he was arrested in May on charges of abuse and forcible touching, but still remains employed as by the city as a principal, the suit claims. His salary was a whopping $240,000 last year. Now, Bassel's litany of harassment acts include groping women's inner thighs and asking about their sex lives, including questions about when they first started that and when they touched themselves, frequent references to ejaculation and oral sex, and brazenly just staring at the women, especially their private areas. The suit also claims that Bassel took depraved interest in the proclivities of his students, commenting on which of them he suspected of doing acts together. The only reason student X comes to school is because student Y sucks their areas, Bassel allegedly told one group of female employees. Now, despite years of complaints from both employees and students to those overseeing the Department of Education, those investigations were either stonewalled or intimidated into silence, the suit claims. Now, the city and DOE did not immediately return a request for comment, and attempts to reach Bassel were unsuccessful. Now, four women filed the suits using their full names in the legal filing and are current members of the Department of Education, including former student Kilabeth Leal. Now, during a class trip to the Metropolitan Opera in February 2015, the suit claims that Bassel allegedly touched her and rubbed her. Oh, hell no. My student comes home and says a creepy principal that has been known of for years touched my daughter. I mean, okay, it's not going to end well for you. I would recommend not touching other people's children. She told the teachers about the horrifying incident a year later, and the educators reported it to the Department of Education, but Education investigators allegedly tried to intimidate the girl into being quiet, questioning her about her account with other adults present. Isn't he writing you a recommendation letter for college? The investigators allegedly asked, according to the suit. When Bassel's May arrest became public, former teachers reached out to Leal and expressed deep regret for not doing more to protect her when she was in high school. Another plaintiff, a social worker, Tara Murphy, claimed that Bassel groped her while also repeatedly subjecting her to inappropriate comments and requesting disgusting gossip on students, personal lives, while offering his unsolicited pondering on the subject. Again, this guy is gross. Whatever he is hiding is not worth it. If the Department of Education isn't taking care of it, then let's disband the Department of Education because they're obviously not fit for purpose. This is ridiculous. And good morning, Lesko. Yeah. This is a pattern of behavior, and this needs to be fully investigated by an outside, unaffiliated entity, because if the Department of Education, grades its own homework, then I don't know. I'm not a teacher, but I'm pretty sure you can fudge the numbers. Just gross. In what the hell did you expect to happen? And what the hell is this? A man trying to run down his ex-girlfriend's mother crashed his SUV into two homes instead. Yeah, I read that right. He was trying to get his ex-girlfriend's mother and ran into two houses. Gravity and Newtonian physics sometimes save the day. A man in Colorado is under arrest after allegedly trying to run down his ex-girlfriend's mother, instead crashing his SUV into her home, as well as into a second unrelated home in what officials are calling a domestic disturbance. Okay, I mean, that's pretty mild, but all right. Now, the man, who has not been publicly identified, was taken into custody following a domestic disturbance incident in Highland Greens, a Westminster Police Department statement said on Sunday. Officers responded around 10:45 a.m. that day to reports of two separate incidents involving a vehicle and private residences. Now, according to investigators, the driver, who has not been publicly identified, was initially looking for his ex-girlfriend's family. Preliminary information indicates that the suspect first rammed his vehicle into the home of his ex-girlfriend's mother before taking off from the scene. He then reportedly crashed into an unrelated residence. Now, afterwards, he returned and allegedly attempted to run over his ex-girlfriend's mother's multiple times before ramming his vehicle into their home again. Send him. Get Daryl Brooks needs a roommate. Daryl Brooks, here is your roommate. Neighbors apparently intervened and were able to detain the man until police arrived and took him into custody. No serious injuries have been reported, the statement noted, though the homes were being assessed for structural damage and the daggone Ford in their, front. In This is gross. I don't know the full story, so I'm trying to hold back judgment, but this whole story makes my skin crawl, and I hate covering stories like this, but it's in the news, so here we go. University of Kentucky cheerleader, 21, arrested after the infant she gave birth to was found dead inside a black trash bag in a closet. Now, this one hits close to home because I was 21 when I had my first daughter. Was I smart enough? Was I prepared enough? Oh, hell to the no. But did I change my entire life, and my life's purpose became to be an okayish mom? Hells yeah. This is this is just heartbreaking because she could have made any number of different choices. We don't know the whole story. I'm trying not to condemn her, but the temptation. A University of Kentucky student and competitive cheerleader was arrested after the body of an infant she gave birth to was found stuffed in a garbage bag and tossed in a closet, according to authorities and reports. Lakin Snelling, 21, was cuffed Sunday after cops were called about an unresponsive infant at a residence near campus. In Lexington Police Department said in a statement. Officers found the infant wrapped in a towel inside a black trash bag in a closet, according to police obtained by WLWT. Snelling was confirmed to be the mother of the infant. The child was pronounced at scene. The cheerleader was interviewed by officers and admitted to giving birth, Lex 18 reported. Now, the new mother has been charged with abuse of a corpse, tampering with evidence, and concealing the birth of an infant. Nearly all abortions have been illegal in the state since 2022. Snelling is listed as a member of University of Kentucky's stunt cheerleading team, according to the school's athletic site. She's currently a senior at the university and served on the competitive team for the past 3 seasons. We can confirm that she's been a member of the stunt team for the last 3 seasons. All other questions should be directed to the Lexington Police, a university spokesperson told the outlet. Now, she's currently being held at the Fayette County Detention Center. The cause for the infant's death is pending review by the Fayette County Coroner's Office. University of Kentucky did not respond to a post request for comment. Just horrifying. There are so many couples that struggle with fertility. There are so many people that would have given this baby a home. And I get if you don't want to raise a baby, I get all of that. I don't get this choice. I'll look to see what information is pulled out. I am going to also see if Jedi Jess can pull any of the probable cause or stuff so we can follow this case. Again, I just, of all the detestable stories, this is one of the more detestable stories or tiles that I cover. So we are taking a freaking puppy kitten break, and then we are going to get to some absurd before I just get a little bit too hot under the collar and on a soapbox that no one needs to hear a Mo rant.
When the world feels like a dumpster dive and humans forget how to thrive, take a break, just you and me, with a puppy and kitten, wild and free. Paws and purrs, let's drift